Assalamu alaikum, namaste, and welcome to the News Hour with your favorite host and those Jennifer Rogers. And if you are new to our channel, do not forget to share this video with all your friends and family about all the things happening in Qatar and all around the world. And with that, we are also available on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, where we post a lot of interesting content and it's just for you. So if you haven't subscribed to us yet, please go ahead and do so. And with that, I have about 3 local updates for you and 2 international, so let's just get into it. So the first local update of the day is Qatar Rail prepares 300 bus stops near Doha metro station. So Qatar Railways company Qatar Rail is working on building separate 300 bus stops near Doha metro station across Qatar. These bus stops would be built separated for public street adjacent to the stations, and they will be painted in red. Now buses can stop over the painted portion of the street to allow the passengers to get off and on the bus. Qatar resumed buses and rail services on Tuesday for the first time since March, with reduced capacity and tough restrictions to limit the risk of coronavirus spreading between the passengers. Now let's get to the second update of the day, which is Qatar Charity marks International Day of Charity with constant humanitarian efforts globally. Qatar Charity marked International Day of Charity, which is observed on September 5th every year to recognize the importance of charity work in the humanitarian crisis and human sufferings, as well as the efforts of charitable organizations and individuals in easing the plight of vulnerable worldwide. Now, thanks to its humanitarian development projects implemented across Asia, Africa, Europe, Qatar Charity has gone global right now, operating worldwide through more than 30 field officials with 500 regional partners in 70 countries. Qatar Charity managed to bring out about a change in the lives of millions of people more than 3 decades ago. Okay, owing to its field experience, Qatar Charity has managed to implement the projects of international organizations like UNHCR and WHO. Now with that, let's get to the third local update of the day, which is Qatar Red Crescent Society now launches innovative state-of-the-art social assisting system. So Qatar Red Crescent Society has inaugurated a new electronic socio-economic assistance system. Yes, you heard it right. Aimed at assuring timely processing and easier communication to meet all requirements of services, projects and programs. Now this is a part of an organization worldwide digital transformation scheme designed to develop institutional performance up to the highest technology standards. Now the soft launch was attended by Ali bin Hassan Al Hamadi, the Secretary General, and the engineer Ibrahim Abdullah Al Maleki, and with the other VIPs as well. They attended this, and in that he revealed that the e-system was the product of a hard work of the information system and the local development section, which were aligned in all their expertise and skills to create such an high-tech assistance system that can effectively help achieve multiple goals with minimal efforts. Now let's get to the international part of today's news, which is COVID-19 news. Kuwait rules out the return of domestic workers. So yes, there are no signs that Kuwait will soon end a ban on the flights for countries exporting domestic workers, an UNNation said in a remarkable post today. Now last month, Kuwait announced suspending flights for dozens of countries due to the concern over the spread of coronavirus. Those countries included India, Pakistan, Philippines and Sri Lanka. Now the head of the Union of the Owners of Recruitment Offices of Domestic Workers, Khalid, said that the union has repeatedly addressed the Kuwait Public Authority of Manpower as well as the Interior and Foreign Ministries on resuming the insurance of visas of domestic workers without getting any answer yet. So they've not got any answer yet and they've been appealing. What he said was it is necessary to resume issuing visas for recruiting domestic workers in the view of the market shortage due to the 7-month halt. Now, the contracts of most domestic workers currently in Kuwait have expired and they want to return home. He said without giving any specific figures right now. So there are no official comments on this remark for now. Foreign accounts for nearly up to 3.4 million of Kuwait's 4.8 million population. So there are expats 3.4 million and the total population of Kuwait is 4.8 million. So pretty much a hard time for all the expats there right now. Now let's get to the second international update of the day, which is suspected gas explosion kills 17 worshippers in Bangladesh mosques. So a suspected gas pipeline explosion in the mosque in Bangladesh killed 17 people and injured dozens as the worshippers were about to end their prayers, officials said on Saturday. So the blast, which fire service officials suspected was caused by a leak from a gas pipeline, occurred on Friday night at a mosque in Dhaka. At least 37 people were rushed to Dhaka's specialized burn hospital and plastic surgery hospital, most of them with severe burns, the doctor said. Now 17 people, including a child, sadly died after the sustained burn injuries. Coordinator of the burned unit informed the death toll could rise further as many of them are in a critical condition right now. The fire officials said that the gas that accumulated from a leak in a pipeline running underneath the mosque likely triggered the explosion. Authorities have now launched an investigation in this incident. So with this, I'm done with all the updates for today. Thank you so much for logging on to Qatar Day. Keep loving, keep supporting, keep watching Qatar Day, the pulse of the nation. Me, your host in those, Jennifer Rogers, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Same time, same place. Until then, remember to look after yourself. It's very, very important that you take care of yourself and stay healthy. Health is wealth, guys. So look after yourself, take care of yourself, stay healthy, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Until then, Khuda Hafiz.